Hey everyone, and welcome to Boca Behind the Scenes, a get-to-know-you podcast where we talk to city staff to get details and information about new programs, events, and projects that are taking place right here in your city. My name is Anne-Marie Van Kasteren, Public Relations Specialist with the city's Communications and Marketing Division, and as always, I am happy to be your host today. And on today's podcast, we're going to be talking about probably one of the most anticipated month-long spooky celebrations that we have, Boca Boo Days. And with me today, I have a couple of veterans of the podcast. I have Stacy Lands, the Special Events Coordinator with the Sugar Sand Park. Thank you so much for being here again.
My pleasure.
And we have Carter Bogish, the Marketing Coordinator for Sugar Sand Park. Thank you so much for being here again.
Absolutely.
And welcome to the new studio. I know you guys have been here on a couple of times in different places that we've had the podcast, so thank you so much for being so flexible all the time and being on it with us. So,
of course.
Just to get started, why don't you introduce yourselves and kind of your roles within the city?
Okay. Good afternoon. My name is Stacy Lands. I'm the Special Events Coordinator at Sugar Sand Park Community Center, and I've been with the city for about 16 years. And I oversee all the different special events, holiday programs, and different types of monthly programs we have at the park, at the community center.
My name is Carter Bogish. I've been with the city 3.5 years right now. I'm the Marketing Coordinator at Sugar Sand Park Community Center, so that's press releases, social media, anything, sponsorships, anything to go with marketing, that's what I do.
And what's your favorite part of your jobs?
Oh, for me, I think it's probably seeing the families and the smiles and the kids. And, of course, now we have our Halloween coming up, so scaring children, of course.
Carter?
Much along those lines, the same thing, just the outreach, getting out in front of people, seeing how happy they are with what we do in the city.
Very cool. Mm-hmm. Well, thank you for everything that you guys do. So tell us a little bit about the recreation department and in regards to Boo Days. Like, what is Boo Days? Who's involved? And because I know there's different community centers and the libraries. So talk spooky to me.
So I'll talk spooky. Boca Boo Days has been around maybe 5 years or so. It is a collection of everything that the city's Recreation Services Department does over the month of October. It's pretty much all family-friendly fun, educational entertainment. It's edutainment. So that would be Sugar Sand Park, Patch Reef, Boca Raton Community Center, aquatics, golf, gumbo limbo. Everyone in rec services basically has something neat that they do for kids and for families.
And how long has this been going on for Boca Boo Days?
About 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
So roughly 5 or 6 years ago, all of the heads of the, different facilities came together and said, hey, let's really try to market everything that the rec services does so that when people come into the facility, they can get one, brochure that, kind of highlights everything that we do. So we help to promote each other's different events and programs that are going on. Yeah. And, that way it feels more collaborative. It feels more, connected.
Mm-hmm. And what is Sugar Sand Park doing specifically for Boca Boo Days?
Sure, I'll talk about that. We are doing our Shriek Week event, which is our signature Halloween event. This will be our 16th year doing it.
Wow, okay.
Well, technically 15 years. We got Hurricane Wilma out.
Oh, gosh.
So it's been 15 years. But so we do a 2-weekend event. It's 5 nights. It's about a dozen different types of attractions and our signature haunted house that we've been working on since probably April of last year.
Wow. Oh
our theme this year is a Ghoul's Gold Pirate's Wreckage. So we have a pirate-themed haunted house that we've been building. In addition, we have a trick-or-treat trail, a trackless train ride, Alien Lab, which is a second haunted walkthrough that we do, crafts, glitter tattoos, blacklight games, shows, including giant robot show, magic shows, and animal encounters. So we really, roll out the red carpet for our guests for this one. We have a lot of different attractions each weekend. And new this year, we have what's called a mystery marketplace, where we're inviting vendors who have seasonal goods, Halloween theme, family goods or services to come on out and also apply to be a vendor for the event, each night of the event.
talking about this haunted house, because I've seen promotions out there for it. I can't do haunted houses.
Oh, you're not the only one. Our kids as well as our adults get scared, and that is why we have a light night. So
okay.
the Thursday of Shriek Week is our light night, and we turn up the lights a little bit. We take down the sound, and we have our actors, kind of pull back. So for those of you scaredy cats out there, you still have an opportunity to have a good time at our haunted house.
Good. See,
Yeah.
I don't have to
Yeah.
unexpectedly be scared.
Yeah, no,
Exactly.
we there's no judgment here.
Yeah, element of surprise is not my thing. But so you do have you said you've been preparing for this since April. That's extensive. So what kind of goes into preparing for this whole event?
Oh, well, for our haunted house, we have, we prepare we build it. So our staff manages the entire build.
And is it in Sugar Sands Park Community Center? Or
It
where
is.
okay.
We have one room. It's called the Maple Room. It's a 2,500 square foot room, and we transform it with all kinds of sets, lights, special effects, and actors. And it becomes our haunted house. So if you go into it today, I think last month or so we have meetings. You won't recognize it. Basically, It's unrecognizable. But we do transform it. We do auditions for actors. So today we have our orientation for all of our volunteers. A lot of volunteers. It's a huge community event. So we have about 100 volunteers that we use for this over the 5 nights. It takes a lot to win, but all of the programs and all the events that we do certainly do take time and effort from all of our staff, and we just want to make it a great month with all of our different programs that we have here.
And for all the events that are taking place, are there certain age requirements for any? Is it open to anybody and everybody?
Absolutely. Different ones are tailored to different age groups and different demographics. For example, Patch Reef is doing Trick 'em Treat 'em. Kids get together. It's toddler, basically, ages 2 to 5. They'll do that on the October 25th. Both of the libraries are doing something October 18th. That's open to all ages. They're doing a great magic show and Corny Sue's Scarecrow show, that's at the Spanish River. The magic show is at Downtown Library. Gumbo Limbo's actually doing something neat. They're doing their Full Moon Spookanoo. It's ages 8 and up, so adults and kids will take the canoes out on the intercoastal, and then,
cool.
it's going to be
That's
really fun and
cool.
spooky. They're going to do that. And then there's also the adult Halloween round robin at the Patch Reef Tennis Center, if you want to talk strictly adults. So they'll do that. You can dress in costume. They'll have a continental breakfast. They'll play. They'll win prizes. So something for any and everyone, basically, is what we try to do.
Yeah, and I know too. There's like a pumpkin patch festival at MPA. Is that part of Boo Days as well?
So it's not specifically part of Boo Days, but it is at Meisner Park. Yes, it is at Meisner Park this month.
How do people register? I know you guys have a website. Do people have to register, buy tickets?
A little of both.
Okay.
So the website, as you mentioned, is bocaboodays.com, and through that website, you can link to all the other websites. Each facility is going to have its own registration for their programs. For Shriek Week, for the Haunted House, we sell tickets. You could do that over the phone, online, or in person. And I think for most registrations, mostly online and in person, would be how you register or purchase tickets for these events, I believe. Yep.
And do they usually sell out these events, or is it something people
You're a
should
good person
probably
to ask.
get
I
on quick?
would always encourage people to buy in advance. I would say probably they do mostly sell out. I know for Shriek Week we sell out. Most of these registrations, I would guess, with the popularity of Halloween and, of course, the city and everything that we do, I would encourage people to go ahead and, get
For
their
quite a few of them.
advanced.
Yeah.
Space is limited for a few of them, absolutely.
Okay, great. And what should people expect, especially for Shriek Week? I know you kind of gave us a little insight about what's going on with the haunted house, but are there things that people need to know before they go? What should they expect from that event as well?
Sure. For Shriek Week, and especially for the Haunted House, it is for ages 7 to 12. Light night, we say 5 to 12. And so we definitely would encourage that age group for the Haunted House. However, with all of the other entertainment, as well as, again, for some of the different other Boca Boo Days programs, it's for all ages. It runs the gamut from, we have babies dressed up like Cinderella in their Cinderella carriages, which
Yes.
is, I mean, people go all out,
Yeah.
all out.
They do.
I'm telling you, it is insane. We do get for us, we get about 3,000 people a night, and
Wow.
it's definitely entertaining. So I would say, as with Shriek Week and all the programs, entertainment, fun, maybe some
And
education,
some
like you
education,
said.
absolutely. Yeah.
Definitely.
And so, last question. I'm trying to incorporate some fun questions
Go.
in these podcasts. So, favorite Halloween candy? Go.
Oh, anything chocolate, of course. I mean,
That's vague, very vague. Do I have to be specific? Wow, I would.
I mean,
I mean, anything chocolates. I mean,
peanut butter cups.
there
All
you
right,
go.
I
Thank
say
you.
peanut
Yeah,
butter
Reese's,
cups.
Reese's cups.
Can't turn those
Got
down.
It. Absolutely, that's
all
a
right.
winner.
Well, thank you guys so much for being on the show. Good luck with all the Boca Boo Days festivities. For more information, you can go to the website, bocaboodays.com, or on Facebook, social media. And thank you for putting on such an awesome event every year. So,
Thank you,
Thank
Anne-Marie.
you
It's a
so
pleasure.
much for having us. Absolutely. Thank you.
and thanks everybody for tuning in to Boca Behind the Scenes.